not, it's another god.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Winner's Circle podcast. I am Erinn, your favorite auntie E, but don't call me that if you don't know me.
Yeah, no cap. What's up? It's your girl Wande, rapper by day, litness by night. That don't even make sense, but we gonna run with it.
We all kinds of off. Go ahead.
I'm crying. Hey, y'all. You already know it's your girl, Naij.
Y'all.
I'm trying
when
new
I say y'all,
taglines.
they can't see y'all, but one day, what does Naij look like right now?
We say, the rich auntie housewife.
You know, I'm on my way.
Definitely giving housewife vibes. Definitely giving mogul vibes.
Madame.
Yeah, definitely giving, like, I get this money vibes.
Shmoney.
And that's facts.
Naij, let's see the glasses, too.
You want to see the glasses on?
The glasses of today, sponsored by
You know what I'm saying? Sponsored by Storyteller.
Oh, and there's a
These
special
ones.
feature. Omnidirectional glass. Show the people. Turn the head.
Oh, she.
Omnidirectional.
I actually didn't notice that.
Yeah.
You got the side lens going on.
Yeah.
She showed me those. Or I think you showed. Was it yesterday? I seen them, and I was like, "These."
Yes,
crazy.
I did show you
Yeah.
these
I
yesterday.
didn't even see that. That's
Yeah.
dope.
Top
So
tier.
these are the cyber vortex.
It looked
Quality,
like you seen
not
into
lacking.
the future with those.
Yeah, you have to. Got to see what's to come. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't want to be caught off guard.
You really look like a housewife right now. Like
Thanks.
you look like richest housewives of Jersey right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
I'm gonna be on that show
Well
eventually.
kept women of Jersey.
Kept.
You know.
Kept.
Speaking of housewives, relationships, today we're supposed to be talking about a very interesting topic. On socials, we asked, where's my phone?
Right there.
Blessings. On socials, we asked a question. Shout out to all of y'all who have been showing us so much love on
No,
socials.
for real. It's crazy.
All of y'all. Y'all are so sweet. We're going to start incorporating y'all more in the episodes because we're trying to be intentional about speaking directly to our audience, meaning like we still going to have our conversations, but we want y'all to feel like,
I love what y'all have to say too.
yeah, like y'all matter. Okay, so Mia, our producer Mia, actually came up with this ask to y'all. It's very, very interesting. So the question we asked men, should women shoot their shot? And then we also asked women a question. Women, would you shoot your shot? I want to talk about it for us first before we read these.
For sure.
Because I just know we all have a different opinion on this. Because I know us. I know this is going to be interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and say, oh my gosh, this keeps happening. Like it's divine appointment. I'm wearing a basketball shirt.
Yo,
we're talking about shooting
wait,
your shot.
that's crazy.
That's wild.
Yo,
It's
that's
like
crazy.
the alignment has been crazy when it comes to clothing and different things like that.
Yeah.
This how the Lord really got us. But I'm wearing a Muggsy Bogues shirt. If y'all don't know Muggsy Bogues, he was the shortest player to ever play in the NBA. He was 5'3". This is called the 5'3" shirt. It's a Build Your Own Dream shirt.
Dang, that's fire.
On LA Apparel. I was talking about that. They got the long sleeve. This is one of our premium tees. But Muggsy Bogues. So he shot his shot. He wasn't supposed to make it to the league. So this is it's wild. Okay, so first question. We're not men, so we can't answer that.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
We can't answer that, so I don't know. But for me, I am not shooting my shot. No. I'm not a pursuer.
Yeah.
And I don't have the energy or the desire to pursue a man. I will drop subtle hints for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But I'm not a shot shooter because so part of it is I think I'm oblivious a little bit sometimes. I'm such a congenial person that when other people are nice to me, I'm not assuming that it means anything because it doesn't mean anything for me. And so multiple guys that I've ended up in situationships with were like, had to come back and be like, I'm into you. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I'm the complete
I'm
opposite.
like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's nice. You know what I'm saying? So like I had this one guy that I dated for a little while. I shouldn't. Never mind. I was about to say.
I mean, shoot, you want to?
No, I was about to say his name because
Oh.
I was like, there was a thing with his name that just didn't sit right with me.
Yeah.
It's not that deep, but I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to shame him or anything. But we knew each other when we were young. Not like young, but like right just after college. And then we got reacquainted like 6 or 7 years later. Like he moved back to Atlanta and was like, yo, what's up? I'm back in town. Let's meet up. And I'm like, cool. And then when we meet up, I'm like, oh, this is a date. Like not a date, like a date, like off rip. And then on that first date, he's like, I was in love with you. When we were younger, he was like, I was obsessed with you. And I remember being like, what? Like,
That's wild.
So I'll say I'm slightly oblivious, not like ditzy, but just kind of like I have really healthy relationships with men and I communicate really well with men. So my assumption isn't because you're communicating a lot with me that you're into me, right? Mm-hmm. I also, again, I'm not a pursuer. So I'm not into like being like, hey boo, you fine. Like, no. And then I'm like somewhat, I like when they don't know where I'm at. Like I respectfully, so it's like, it's not a game, but I just like, there's a power in that, I feel. And so, for me, I'm just not the one to shoot my shot. I'm not into that type of energy. And because I really like assertive men. So I'm looking for that like off rip. If you are into me, I need you to express it. Yeah. I'm not going to play a guessing game. Yeah. I'm not going to, I don't want to ask questions. I don't want to be like, I've been in that situation. One of the last situationship I was in, it was like we was like talking every day, FaceTiming every day, and like 6 months in, I'm like, I don't give anybody this type of time. What are we? And he was kind of like moving around stuff, and then like 2 or 3 months later, I'm like, hey, so I'm not gonna do this anymore until you tell me like what we are. And if you tell me we are not what we have been, then I don't even want to continue this as a friendship. And then he was like, oh, we're just friends. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, you're about to jump into a friend cadence with me. And he felt some type of way when I didn't pick up all his FaceTimes. And then the whole thing just went away. So I'm saying, no, I want you to assert yourself. Tell me who you are, what your intentions are, and pursue me like from the jump. And not in some like, I'm not gonna make you chase me. Like if I'm into you and you're into me and you make that known, cool. But no, I'm not a shot taker. That's a really long way of saying I'm not a shot taker. So homeboys, if you're a God-fearing man who loves black women,
and you're attractive.
Yeah, but I mean, attractive is on a scale. Like you got to be attractive to me. Yeah. But yeah, if you're interested in me, let it be known. Don't play games.
We love it.
But
I used to be a point guard.
A point guard.
I used to be a point guard too, but I feel you. But go for it, Naij.
I was a point guard for a long time.
I didn't need a point guard like that. I just got it. I thought you were saying you actually played basketball, but you're saying,
oh nah, bro, I sucked at basketball. I was shooting my shot daily.
Basketball. I was like, I was a point guard too, but I'm not a shot taker. Okay, got it. You're a shot taker. Got it.
Yeah. Anytime I felt like I wanted to pursue something, I would shoot my shot
immediately.
But I will say though, at the time I was desperate, and it also, over time, started to cause me to devalue my worth. And so I stopped that immediately, cold turkey. Started, focusing on myself, and then vowed to never shoot my shot again. And it worked. You know what I'm saying? So
because now you're in a good situation.
Yeah, I'm in a good situation, and I've met someone who values me as a woman and sees me and everything like that. And I just feel like often, too many times when I was the one shooting my shot, it always landed me in scenarios where men were telling me what I want to hear in order to get what they want. You know what I'm saying? And so because I wasn't as like stern, or not even stern, to be honest, because stern is, it just sounds a little harsh, but because I wasn't as like planted in like, you know, me and this is what I want and things like that, like I feel like it caused them to feel like I was too open. You know what I'm saying? And so
yeah, because you were almost like eager.
Yeah,
like
you wanted them, and I feel like they felt that energy. And you know, and whole time it's like they thinking, oh, she ready. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, nah, bro. I want to be a wife. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And
so
that's what
get that wife energy.
Right, exactly. And so you know, once I kind of started shifting, that it like you draw what you are putting out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So if what I'm putting out is desperate energy, and every time I was about to say the N-word, every time a man is fine and you responding with heart eyes or something, it's like, come on, like what you think a man is gonna think? I want, you know what I'm saying? Like he gonna think she trying to get down, like she trying to be. Yeah.
Hopefully these holy men of God aren't thinking that way,
but they do. They do.
Yeah.
Listen,
like it's rare that they don't.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying? If they don't, I have been friend zoned.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes you come across more F-boys at church than outside.
Oh no, that's facts.
I be talking to my pastor about that because it make me mad. Let me not go into that. Go ahead, Wande.
No, that's facts.
Because
Yeah, I definitely been retired, but back in my day, when I was in the
ring? Show your
so
ring.
you know, I actually lost my ring, but
my
you know,
gosh.
I love you, Darius.
It's not lost. It's just
it's
we've had a chaotic week.
We had we
you
were
lost your
traveling.
phone earlier this week too. It's
you know, so
and she
it's
found that, so it's fine.
It's being kept right now by the Lord. You know?
There we go.
Amen.
But yeah, back when I was in the league, you feel me, before I had to retire, because you know, all-star.
She's in the Hall of Fame. They look up her jersey.
She's been through all the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? She made it through Game 7.
Yeah,
and everything.
You know, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I actually really love love. You know, y'all see me as an emotionless human, but I really love love.
We don't see you emotionalist, Wande.
Yeah, we just know you don't cry like us.
Yeah,
it's fine.
That's okay. Yeah. But but I actually really love love, and I love people. So I actually really love the talking stage. Like that's my favorite thing. Like even Darius knows.
Ew, what?
That's my favorite thing.
I hate the talking stage. I'm trying to talk for 2 days and then propose.
I need to know you're my boyfriend.
Nah, like I actually really love that because I love getting to know people. So like for me, like
we gonna get to know each other when we're friends. I want a boyfriend.
Yeah, we can get to know each other on the honeymoon.
Because Darius is a good man. The talking stage, that joint came, again, I just told y'all, I had a situationship for 8 months.
You gotta cut it off though. You know, you ain't gotta be that long.
I know.
At some point, you should have implemented some standards.
Yeah. Facts. That's on me. But it was during the panini, so we had time.
Not the panini.
And I was like, hey, okay.
Panini.
And it started right before the panorama, and then it went into it.
And then it's like, you probably don't even feel like 8 months had passed.
That's the thing.
That was like a whole vortex.
I looked up, and I was like, wait, we met before this started?
Yeah, because the Pasanova was crazy, so.
Yeah, like, anyways, I'm not going to get into that. But I'm just saying he's a good man. So it's like, y'all were talking to get to know each other.
Yeah.
But Darius is a shooter. You probably knew he was serious early on.
No, actually.
A lot of these dudes,
I mean, I'm not even talking about that situation, though. I'm talking about a completely different situation. But anyway, that's another.
What? Completely? Are you been together since high school?
No.
Since college.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, in my serious life, I had no problem talking to people, you know. So I'm the type of person who I would make it known. I feel like it's actually good to make it known because I ain't got time for games. Like, what are we doing?
That's
true. I think
what known?
That you like somebody. So I think there's there's levels.
Yeah. I feel like it's just
levels to the shooting situation. Yeah. So like I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, let's do stuff, but I'm gonna make it known like if I like you and you're attractive that I like you.
Right.
So that way we can move past, you know, move forward.
Even if he hasn't shown that he's attracted to you or like into you yet?
I think I need to see signs that he's attracted to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't mind dropping hints.
Yeah.
If he's like, if he's moving in that direction and like, then I will also move towards him. I'm not like I think I'm gonna move towards him, but I'm also not about to be like, hey, you fine, I'm trying to get with you, or like,
yeah, I would definitely
what's
not
up?
do that.
Like, I'm not
Nah.
a shooter at all in
Nah.
that sense. I'm just saying, if he's moving towards me, I will move towards him, but he's got to make, once I move towards him, the ball is in your court.
Facts.
I'm not going to keep moving towards you.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so I feel you. I think
Yeah.
we're on the same page, but I don't consider that shooting a shot.
I think, I don't know. I think it is to an extent because there's still some dudes who are like, I think men are like confused by women sometimes. So
They
like they
are.
just don't know.
Yeah.
So I think you have to make it obvious because they're also like scared and intimidated and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
But also, I'm in a different stage of life than y'all. So for me, and I'm not discrediting that. I do think that men are confused by us a lot of times, but I feel like I'm trying to be around men who understand women. That's the type of man that I'm very attracted to. A lot of my guy friends are like that. They just understand women. So it's like, to eliminate confusion, a lot of time, like I have a rule that I don't date guys who I'm not friends with, because I need to see a lot of different things. I need to see you in community, and if I'm not friends with you, you have to be friends with one of my friends, like somebody who knows me, like somebody I actually call a friend. So I feel like, I don't know, I'm not discrediting that men don't understand us, but I also feel like that's an easy out a lot of times.
I think it's kind of interesting. I just thought about it. I don't think I've ever dated someone I was friends with, which could be good or bad. But I feel like all of my relationships have ended in a good situation to where like we're all like cool.
Yeah.
So what are we saying as friends though? Like what are you describing like being friends?
I think if y'all were friends, like if y'all
are we talking like months, years, like
Yeah,
like that
well,
was the homie?
I think anybody I've ever dated, within the first week, we were not friends.
Okay. That's interesting.
I'm confused. Wait, what do you say?
So like most of the people who I've dated, we've seen each other. We were aware that we were attracted to each other. We started talking.
Got you. Yeah.
So like immediately it was energy of I'm interested in getting to know you in this aspect.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
I'm saying I don't date guys who aren't in my friend group or who I haven't done some sort of life with. That's just a personal policy. And if you're outside of my friend group, and when I say friend group, it's not like we got to be like close friends.
Yeah.
You just have to be somebody I've seen around my people and is, you know what I'm saying? Like you are in my orbit regularly.
No, that's really wise though. Like especially like I think as a mature person now,
Yeah.
I would like suggest that because I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about you like at all.
Yeah. And it's like, for a lot of reasons, and I'm not saying that I have the right or wrong way, but for me, this is what works.
Right.
I need that type of safety and security. I need to be able to evaluate you as a human, not just off of what you show on the internet and what you've told me. Like, I need to be able to see evidence of who you are and evaluate that before we, so not, because some people are like, yeah, I told somebody this, and they're like, yeah, I'm the same way. We got to be like, so if I met a guy and I was into him, when we first started talking, we got to be friends first. I'm like, no. Like, you have to be in my friend circle, or you have to be friends with one of my friends who really knows me, who's like, hey, I know this guy, I know his character, I've seen who he's around. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's also due to like so many traumatic things that I've seen happen to my friends, the way that I grew up, things that I've personally experienced. It just, there's safety there for me. And not to say that every stranger, it's not like stranger danger to me, but it just, it's a vetting mechanism for me. Also because I'm like a hopeless romantic. Don't put me in a situation where we're feeling good together.
Because then it's like,
let's get married tomorrow. Like, I feel like when I meet my guy, we're getting married fast. I just feel that way because I'm like that. When I know, I remember when we met each other, I was like, oh, we gonna be friends for life.
Yeah.
Lord willing, you know, like Naij, don't.
Yeah.
But it's like once, it was maybe a week or two after I met you, but even the first day I was like, yeah, she's one of my people.
Yeah.
And most of the people that I meet that are like that, it's like when you know, and I know romantically it's different, but yeah, I feel like
had
it's
that
gonna
experience.
be fast, so I need it to be, I need there to be a vetting process.
Yeah. That's the reality for my situation. Like my boyfriend and I were friends for like 2.5 to 3 months before we even considered each other to be in a romantic setting.
Yeah.
Mostly due to like work, like we were on tour together, so we vowed to keep it business, you know what I'm saying, until tour was till tour was over. But it wasn't even like we were praying on each other. Like once tour was over, it just happened naturally. You know what I'm saying? But same
and
thing.
Being on tour,
you together all the time.
You around each
yes,
other.
and that's what I keep trying to. I be trying to explain that to people, and they don't really.
Toured,
if you've never toured, you're not gonna get it. Like he was an amazing friend to me on tour, and we've seen each other in every facet. Like I've seen him in some of the lowest of times because of tour. He's seen me at the lowest of times on tour, and everything like that. And then so once tour is over, like he did shoot his shot first, but it happened so naturally that it's like. It didn't even feel like that, but just like you were saying, like when like it's been like accelerated because of being together, every single day for such a long time and being friends first, but then also just knowing like it's just real.
And I think I feel like we should like not just leave people with just the shooting your shot, because I think there's so much beyond that that's like super important. So I think beyond the shooting your shot phase and like, we both like each other, somebody thinks somebody's attractive, I think that you should be aware of what are you looking for beyond that.
Yeah.
And like what are your standards?
Yep.
I know
for me, like definitely you gotta be saved. That's like my number one. And I think saved. I feel like if someone's saved, it kind of trickles down to some of the other things beyond a couple extras. But I feel like when you're saved, if you're really submitted to the Lord, like for real, it kind of handles certain things because of the fruit of the Spirit, like love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, all that. So I feel like those are like my main thing. But then like my extra sauce is just like can't have anger issues.
Right.
If you have anger issues, it's immediate no.
For sure.
I think you have to. Well, I mean, kindness is also part of the fruits of the Spirit or whatever. But I think you need to kind of value women, not be insecure.
Yeah.
Because I think if you're insecure, especially with my career field, if you're intimidated by like a woman being a strong woman, it's not gonna work. Because obviously, I'm trying to turn up.
Shout out to Mr. D's. I remember when I first met him, it was like he was like carrying your stuff. This is before y'all were married, obviously. Like y'all just hit the 1 year. Shout out to y'all's 1 year. But when he was like carrying your stuff, whatever, he was wearing your merch, and I was like, oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, he always does that. It's so kind. I'm like, wow,
so sweet. And he was like, I don't know. I'm like, hey, I'm Erinn. He's like, I'm Darius, something. And it was like casual, but in the first couple of minutes, he was like, yeah, I'm her biggest fan.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, and it wasn't like a joke or like I'm her biggest, like it was just so natural. He was like, yeah, she's amazing. Like, and he just loves you so much. He's so proud of who you are and supports your career so much. He's just like, no, she's the superstar. And I love that because he's so confident in who he is. And he's such an assertive person. So it's like, he can't even fit into the like simp category. He's like, no, like this my wife, she the one. But when you were dating, he was like, this my girl, she the one. Like, pay attention. And then when you talk, he worships the ground you walk on, which I love. Yeah. I think that all women should experience that, especially Black women. Like, you need a man who worships, and men don't hear this and think that it's like, I'm not talking about any like sadistic ego stuff, but it's just like we was walking in the house the other day, and I was like, Darius, I'm here. He was like, oh, okay, good. I'm glad you announced yourself. Because I knew he was about to, like, dote on his wife. I'm like, I love that about him. Yeah. So you have a great man, and I think that, like, going back to what you're saying, the standards that you have, it's like your expectation was met because you were like, this is what I need.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
Lord. I think friend zone people. It'll change your life. If they don't meet your standards, just friend zone them. It'll save you a lot of unnecessary stress, you know?
True.
Dang. I needed that advice. That's true.
Sometimes the friend zone can be a safe space.
Yeah, I just think about that super long panini situation. I should have just like been like he tried to friend zone me, and I was like, okay, so here's what friendship looks like with me. But like I don't know. I should have done that early, you know, because I was like, you're not, Okay, so let's get back to these. We just went on a tangent.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all answered, should women shoot their shot? Okay, Muhammad in Atlanta said yes. That was it. He said yes. Fitz in Hollywood, Florida said yes because it takes the pressure off of us so we know to pursue or stay friends. Oh my gosh, this is actually illuminating right now. Okay,
Wow.
I want to make a comment, but I'm going to read some more of these. Stephen in East LA said yes, very much yes. Shoot that hoe. Please,
Steven, come on now.
shoot that hoe. Please do it. It's so safe as a guy. If I can feel, it can feel unsafe. Some girls overreact when rejecting. Stop holding back. Shoot that shot and hold that follow through. Wow. All right,
follow
Stephen.
through. Wow. Okay.
Kevin in ATL said yes. As a guy, I can't take a hint all the time. Laughing on social media, it's sweet, but feel bad if I don't feel the same way. Huh?
That's confusing. It sounded like you said yes, then it's like, what?
So he's saying like he can't take a hint, and he thinks that it's sweet when women give hints, but he feels bad if he can't, like if he doesn't feel the same way.
If he doesn't feel the same way about her?
Yeah.
So then why would you want her to shoot her shot?
I don't know.
That was a very confusing statement.
Yeah, it seems like contradicting. Kevin, please reply and specify. We want to understand.
For sure.
Ray in ATL said, of course. DeBaron, my dog, in ATL said, it's open gym. Everyone could pull up.
No, wow.
Okay, DeBaron is a very big man.
Yes.
Right. It has 3 children, but yeah, okay. I mean, he's not saying for him. But I'm just confused because he's a shooter. Like, he's like, I like something, I want that. Like, that's how he got his girl. But okay, Ira in ATL said, depends on. Is this Ira I know? Do you know? I don't know. Should we be saying people's names? I guess it's cool.
Yeah.
Ira in ATL says depends on how she does it. If she's super aggressive, no. But if she throwing obvious hints, thumbs up emoji. Okay, that's interesting. Okay,
I have mixed feelings.
so I want
The men are saying yes.
Okay, listen.
So clearly.
This is what I want to say this, and I want to say this in love. But I do feel like this is something, again, shout out to Pastor Mo. I talk to my pastor about this a lot.
Like, we got the same pastor? Or
Pastor Mo?
do you know my Pastor Mo?
Mohammed Hafiz?
No.
Yeah, that's my Pastor Mo. So I talk to him about this a lot because these streets are trash. But not for unsaved men. They're just like decisive, assertive, but I really want a saved guy. And the saved guys are very like passive. And they're like, well, if you want, well, how am I supposed to know? So it makes it easier on us if you just shoot your shot. And I'm like, I want to be led well.
Okay, because
I want to be led well in the date. I'm not even talking about marriage. Like in the dating relationship, like I want you to take that headship place, right?
Yeah.
Especially because as someone who owns my own company and I'm an entrepreneur and I'm constantly leading and having to take.
Yes.
And I have a business partner. So it's not just me, but I like really have to lead a lot. And just because I am an assertive person, I get put in roles consistently where I'm the vocal authority. So when it comes to relationships, I don't want to take the lead. I want you to really, I need you to lead.
Yeah.
And I need to be in a place where I can trust you to lead and feel comfortable and confident in you leading. And not to say that you're going to do it perfectly. I don't have a problem with somebody trying to figure it out, but I need you to be in that place. I need you to want to be in that place from the rip. You set the tone from the jump. So if you're sitting here saying, again, which is why for me, I don't want to shoot my shot because I want you to be like, no, this is my ball.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So like reading this, my assumption is that currently most of the listeners, especially who submitted, are Christian men. And to be honest, it's a bit disheartening to read that. I can't make assumptions on who you are and what you do, but I just know, again, my pastor and I talk about this a lot, and he's like, yeah, the brothers are passive now. And he's like, when I was coming up, when we wanted something, even if we, and he's an introverted dude. He's not like, I'm not talking about someone who's excessively extroverted. I think that people are I think that a lot of people were like, well, I'm not extroverted. Like, I don't know what's happened in the social media age and in the era of like easy access to people. Yeah. But it just seems like it seems like in the dating construct, it's always the onus is on women. Well, you have to look this way, you have to act this way, you have to respond this way. We need you to shoot your shot first, then we need you to take a back seat, and you need to listen to us, and you got to do this, and you got to act like this, and you need to show up looking right. And it's like, what?
That's extreme, yeah.
So then we're in this box, and if I can be frank, especially Black women, we're really relegated to this tiny little place of we have to be the perfectly kept, exceptionally ready, always this, and this, and all we have is scraps to pick over, and then we have to shoot our shot. But then if we shoot our shot, we're too assertive, and I can't. Like, respect to my brothers, but I'm saying, like, really and truly something's gotta give.
No,
I do not enjoy this reality of passivity, and then essentially we get blamed. And I'm not saying the comments are blaming us. I'm just saying I have been around for a really long time, and I work with a ton of men, and I'm around I work in a lot of capacities with men and women in this age group. And so this isn't just my personal experience that I'm bringing to this. This is a reality that a lot of people live in. And as a member of the most unmarried people group in the world right now, Black women, my question is now on, what is it that y'all actually want from us?
Right.
Because I have heard time and time again the rhetoric about who we are and the tone that we take and the temperature that we are. You know, it's like, oh, well, Black women are this, you know, and it's like, I don't know. This is disheartening to read that every one of the guys said yes.
Yeah, no, I had the same thoughts.
Like, what? Every one of the guys says, yes, women, shoot your shot. And that's not, obviously, there's varying degrees of that. I don't know. I'm not over-interpreting, but that was actually extremely surprising to me.
Yeah. I would say, like, from my point of view, I had the same thoughts, because immediately listening to those responses, I'm like, why are you not comfortable with leading? Like what is it? You know what I'm saying? That's not my experience. Like, my significant other has made me feel extremely safe and secure because of his leadership. And as a strong woman, as an assertive woman, as a woman who constantly has to go and make and do things for herself and be a boss, I need that assertiveness.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need no passive little boy who I'm finna walk all over. Like, I need a sturdy home. You know what I'm saying? And I was taken aback by all these men saying yes as well. Like, I just second everything that you said, E, because I don't know. I'm just
what
like,
are we supposed to do with this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
what
like,
makes you not want to lead? Like,
but
I
also,
feel like that doesn't necessarily mean that someone doesn't want to lead. I feel like when we were talking about, like, the whole playfulness aspect, I think sometimes people want a mutual, like, banter or whatever. So I think sometimes, like, just because someone says, like, oh, I would like you to shoot your shot, doesn't mean that, like, I'm not going to lead. I think it just would mean, like, I would want you to express interest. Because I think sometimes what happens is sometimes women, because we've been through so much, we can have, like, almost like a wall up, or like just like a wall per se. And so a lot of times we want to be loved, but then just because of what we've been through, we don't express how we truly feel. Right. Like, even how I show y'all, I'm like, oh man, I'm an emotional person, but I don't know why they just don't project all the time. And so I think sometimes, like, with a guy, sometimes that can be confusing, because it's like, oh, I really like this person, but I also can't tell, and because I respect you so much, I don't want to, like, cross a boundary because I respect who you are. I don't think
that's shooting your shot, though.
I think to men, that's what they consider shooting your shot, just making it obvious that you like them. I think that's what they consider in their brain.
I don't want to do that. Like, I want to feel courted. I want to feel like I'm, and this is just me personally, but I want to feel like I'm being pursued. And to be honest, I feel as though that is a promise for me from God over my life.
I think you can still be pursued, though, and just make it known.
I have been, and I am.
Yeah,
and that's why I got a promise ring right now.
She's saying that.
I'm saying I think you can be pursued and still make it aware to the person pursuing that, yes, I would like to be pursued. I think it's like that. You're making it aware that I would like to be pursued.
That you want to be
confirming that to them.
I hear what you're saying, and I affirm that, and I will validate that that is probably some men's experience. But again, my experience and the multitude of conversations that I have with men and like friends, or a lot of men are just like, I don't know, like, I don't like being rejected, or the rejection isn't fun, and it's weird because I feel like guys think they're the only ones being rejected, but the rejection is coming every day for us as women when we're not being pursued. It's the same. It's a different side. In fact, guys, the ball is always in your court. At least, let me not say always. At least the type of, if I'm looking to be pursued, and a lot of Christian women are, then they won't pursue a man, so they're just waiting.
Yeah.
So then it's just like, again, we're just stuck. And guys are like, well, I don't know. But when they get tired of it, then they'll just be like, I'm going to ask a girl out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like they still have an opportunity and a choice and an option, and it almost leaves us optionless to a degree. I don't personally feel like I'm optionless, because the guys that do pursue, and that's the thing, it's like,
the ones that do, you're like,
like that, because I'm a very Atlanta woman.
mm-hmm.
So like Atlanta dudes like me.
Yeah.
Atlanta dudes do not be on the
same age.
They don't be on the wave of following the Lord.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them don't.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, and that's why I think I won't say that it's specifically Christian guys, but it's something that I very, very much notice in the church and around believing guys. It's like this fear or timidity. And so it's really difficult for me, because I know what I want. I really want I want a husband to lead me, but lead me in a way that's leading me to my maker and savior, right? Yeah. And that's the foundation that I want to be under. Mm-hmm. So when I'm consistently and I'm consistently pursued in these Atlanta streets, and it's beautiful. I'm so grateful. You know what I'm saying? But it's a very weird place for me to be, because it's like, if I have assertive men around me regularly being like, "Hey, Erinn, what's good? Like, let's go do this thing. Let's be together. You know what I'm saying? Like, mm-hmm. What am I supposed to do when homeboys are like, yeah, please shoot your shot, sir? Why? Like, yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? I have people I have to block, because I'm like, Lord, keep me. Not Lord, keep me. No, really, I have to be like, Lord, keep me. So it's like, when I'm the two sides of the street, it's like all these brothers, I'm like, it's disheartening. Yeah. I can't tell nobody how to live their life. I'm not judging y'all, but it's hard for me to hear that as somebody who's like believing for a believing husband. And it seems like the believers are of this like, oh, we chilling. Can you
I don't think I just don't think, I don't want you just to take it though. It's just like, oh, I'm just chilling. I think it would be better to take it more as they're open to you also vocalizing.
I'm not taking that away from, I think that there's some of that, but I'm saying in my experience, especially with the guys in my age range who are unmarried, a lot of them talk about the rejection and not wanting. So I'm not saying that may not be true.
Right.
I'm not saying that at all, but I'm saying these dudes are not even taking steps, because the wall you're talking about that a lot of women have up, I feel like a lot of guys are so hurt, or they're so scared, or they have, trauma. So it's just like, well, I'm not even trying. Hopefully she jumps in my DMs and I'll know. And it's
I'm curious.
That's absolutely no.
I'm curious what some of the women had to say, because it may have worked well for some. Mm-hmm. Like, that's personally not my reality and what I would, desire. Mm-hmm. But, it could be a situation like what you're saying, Wande, it may work out in certain scenarios. So what some of the women had to say?
Women, would you shoot your shot? Leanne in Jamaica said, yep.
Jamaica.
Jamaica. Ashley in ATL said, I will, because why not? It's me. But never too much effort, because it's me. I should be courted. Okay. Courted shot.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because she said courted Alexis in Richmond said, because I hate rejection. Is that a yes or a no?
Right, Alexis.
Okay, Nisha in Montreal says no because thank you, because I'm not a pursuer, but I will drop hits. We on the same, okay, sis in Montreal, we're on the same page. Jasmine in Houston, Texas says for sure 99% success rate. Okay, we got a shooter in the building. Okay. That's how I got my man, honey. Okay, we love to see Jasmine. Shout out to you and your man. Ayana and ATL said, yeah, I did with Bay. Okay. Sometimes you got to just go for it. Never know unless you try. Maya in Richmond said, yes, meaning flirt, but also no, meaning not pursuing. Yeah. Hopefully that makes sense.
I think I'm on that wavelength.
Yeah, same. I'm on the same wave. I guess maybe. And then it's funny because clearly the guys and girls are speaking two different languages, because I'm sitting here like, yeah, I get it, sis. The guys will say something and I'm like, oh, so you don't want to pursue it? Right. Look, gentlemen, if you meant that, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to read too deep into it. I'm just going based off the discussions that I've had. But it also was just a little bit alarming. But it seems like everybody seems to be very pro shooting for the most part. There's a couple ladies who haven't. Holly and ATL says, girl, I recognize my husband from an event at a car wash. I just said hi. Now we're a ring emoji, laugh emoji.
In an event at a car wash?
Yeah, hey, if you know, you know. Churches do car washes and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking like a car wash through a rager or something. Like,
I don't know what that means.
A rager is like a really
but what's a car wash through a rager?
A car wash through a rager, like they hosted an event is.
Oh, like
maybe it's a Jersey thing. Yeah.
No, she said she was thinking a car wash hosted a party.
I didn't think it was that hard.
The way you worded that was really difficult to understand. Okay,
sorry,
it's all good. I get it.
But yeah, I agree with the stance. Flirts. You don't have to pursue, like, I'm not a man. Yeah, so I'm not a man. But the flirting thing situation.
Because I feel like the guys and the girls are different. Janae says nothing wrong with a little hint. You're right. Tula in NYC said nope. Victoria said Bay on New Jersey. Is that the name? Bayonne? Bayonne, New Jersey?
No, that's where she's from.
I'm like, dang. Very much depends, to be honest, the setting, how I'm looking and feeling, how I think they're looking. Interesting. Okay, I see it. That's a very Jersey. That's a very Jersey answer. Monica from the Bronx.
Like, if I feel like it.
She said, I shoot my shot by thinking about him. If he don't hear me
thinking, that's a New York thing right there. Like,
but
that's a New York thing.
So me. I'm like,
like, is you not reading my thoughts, my guy? Like, what's good?
I shoot my shot by thinking about him. If he don't hear me thinking about him, then he's L.
I'm in tears.
I'm kind of with that. I see you, Monica. And then Zuri Manhattan said, yes, haha, men be mad timid, ask and you shall receive. Okay, so maybe I need to change my opinion, because all this is also I don't know. I just feel like it's not for me.
No, I feel like a lot of it is just gonna have to do with self-awareness. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to just you have to know what's gonna work for you, and then just move in that direction. True. Like, we not in the business of just doing things just because everybody else is doing it.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. You super right.
Yeah.
I was just trying to be like yielding, but the more I think about it, I'm like, no, I'm not.
No, like,
sir, pursue.
I feel like God gives us our desires.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For a reason.
Yeah.
Like, it's not necessarily like a checklist. Like, he got to have But if you know, as a woman, but a reasonable one. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's like 150.
No, I feel like, okay. So,
but I still highly recommend that you flirt with that person.
If
you would like to get chose.
I'm not. I don't mind dropping a hint. I'm just saying,
if you flirt and drop a hint,
I'm not about to be like, hey, baby.
But that doesn't.
Until he's like, hey, baby.
But that don't mean you just put yourself out there and make yourself uncomfortable if you know that that's not a desire that you have.
Yeah,
you know
definitely still be yourself. But,
be true to yourself and just be aware of what you need as a woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
I need somebody who's sturdy.
Word.
I was about to go into the dancing.
Go ahead.
No,
do the dance.
No, my knees. Gotta protect the knees.
My knees. Okay.
My knees.
All right. Well, I guess we can lay that to rest. I want to keep talking about this. If y'all want to ask us some questions, more about this, or further comments, men, if you are assertive and you like don't want women to shoot their shot, could you like send us a couple messages, because we want to hear from y'all too. We didn't hear any of y'all. Women, if you're completely opposed to it, let us know. I just kind of want to hear more perspective on this.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think, like, you know what I'm saying, DM the Winner Circle Instagram with general relationship topics that we can continue to discuss, because this was a fun conversation.
And
in
maybe
my
we'll
opinion.
bring like a guy on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fire. The sociologist in me like can't help but to always take the stance of every single person is different, and every single person is gonna have, you know, different experiences and scenarios and things like that.
Yeah.
But it's fun talking about these kind of things. So you know what I'm saying? DM the Winner Circle's Instagram with topics.
Shoot your
And
shot.
If you
with
got
that.
success rates, let us know. We can do this, you know, the stats. We can
Yeah. Facts. It would be nice to see.
I don't
like,
care
know.
about the stats.
You don't
My
care about the
mans
stats.
is
You don't.
coming for
No,
me.
the Lord will bless you with what you want. Ask and you shall receive. So ask him, you know.
Lord.
You can
Yeah.
ask that way
Yeah.
instead of that way, you know?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, Wande. I think it's time for us to kick it. Let's do a holy girl highlight before we get going. You have
Indeed.
one?
I do. So today I'm going to highlight a holy girl who's my partner in crime, Miss Portia Love.
Okay.
Actually, it's kind of lit because she be
I
doing
love
these
Portia.
purity talk events. So she's actually a very advocate for single women out in these streets and also keeping your purity while you wait. You feel me? And I really love her, though. I really wanted to highlight her because I just noticed her grind recently in this season. She been going hard. You know, life ain't easy, but she went full-time artist, and she's supporting herself in any way that she can get it, you know. So she's been also maximizing her beauty abilities that God's given her. So she's been leaning into the hair industry, makeup industry, you know. Shout out to the braids.
Shout out to the face.
Portia. Face, she did
Go
the
Portia.
faces as well. So she's been going hard, but then she's also been tapping into the studio. So she's been going hard, you know, getting her features done, getting anything that she needs to get done. And so I'm just really proud of her, just watching her keep her passion up, keep her faith up, you know, still go hard for church, still pull up to church. You know, she started a small group. She's faithful to the small group. She's faithful to her commitments. She's like she's a phenomenal woman. So I'm really proud of her just because I know that it's not easy while you're on your grind, and you can get burnt out, you can get tired, but she still has the joy of the Lord inside of her heart. She still has the passion inside of her heart. She's still going despite any obstacles that may come her way, but she's still, you know, turning up and pulling through. And I feel like the Lord is really like starting to reward that. And so I'm really happy and excited for her future. And I think that y'all should definitely check her out in her music. So
Shout out Portia Love.
Yes, sir.
The P is for perfunctory. Look it up.
gang.
I always tell her that. She never looks it up, but perfunctory means effortless.
Fire.
Dang, that's a life. That's nice.
Come on, you know what I'm
Quality
saying?
word.
All right, so that's the end for today. Really grateful for y'all. What is this, episode 5?
Episode
Wow.
5.
Thank you guys for all the
Dang.
support thus far.
This
It's
is our
been-
Cinco de Mayo.
It's not the 5th of May, though.
Okay, but this is our 5th episode, so it's like Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco Day episode.
Yeah.
Oh.
Y'all, let's
I'll stop.
And we had tacos today.
Oh, they went hard, though.
I feel like this is when white people use ebonics. Like we gotta stop.
I
y'all.
love y'all.
It wouldn't be Naij if Naij didn't say
hablo
something like
español,
that. Like,
though,
come
you feel
on,
me?
bro.
Claro que sí, también.
Sí, me gusta español. Es muy bueno, sí.
Adios.
Sí.
But yo, like, subscribe, comment, DM us some questions. Gentlemen, if you'd like to hop in my DMs if you love the Lord.
Hey, no cap. You know what I'm saying? Auntie E.
You also have to be above 28.
Big facts.
I can't have no children.
We're putting the standards in here.
I'm not raising my husband, okay?
No, that's facts.
So you need to be 28 and above.
Indeed.
But yeah.
And you got to be equality because, you know, we don't stand
Top tier,
low
top tier.
standards. So be assertive, be quality. You know, we love the financial aspect to be popping.
All of that.
No complaints.
Y'all, look,
the
I-
face to be on fleek. I'm telling you what I want for you.
Thank you.
I'm believing highly.
crying.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a
I'm
quality
just
man.
saying, like, I feel like if he's a dreamer and he's working on it, I'm not looking for somebody who's like money bag yo
Got it
right
all
now.
together.
But if
Yeah,
it's
like-
there, no complaints.
Yeah, definitely no complaints. But I'm saying, like, that's not a prerequisite for me. To me, a prerequisite is somebody who is
Has
like,
initiative.
no, like they gotta be like financially savvy. Like they gotta be like, so you need to be wanting to work on that. But like, no, you don't have to be big balling. Like, if you have ambition and you're moving in a good direction and you have a purpose, like, I'm cool. You know
listening up? Y'all listening?
I'm cool. You just need to have hair somewhere, either on your head or your beard.
Yo, okay, on that note.
No, I'm saying.
No,
I like bald guys. If you have a beard, I'm cool. Like, I'm into bald guys.
That was just hilarious. Like,
I'm
the
saying
way
that's okay for me.
communicated.
Like, I need yo chill. Okay, but y'all,
chill. I'm telling you that you were funny just now,
Oh,
Erinn.
funny, thank you.
Nah, bro, I take it back.
stop.
No.
I thought you
I take it back,
All
bro.
right.
Okay.
Y'all like, subscribe, comment. Thank y'all so much for your love. We're so grateful for y'all. We're looking forward to continuing to grow. Ladies, keep praying for your man. Fellas.
For sure.
Also, don't slide into Naij or my DMs because we are.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah.
we off the market.
She's married. She's taken. But y'all can come for RTE. Listen, gentlemen. I'm about it. Look, you just gotta come correct. I'm from Atlanta, so you gotta be able to talk. Don't be on and don't shoot a good DM and then not be able to have a conversation with me.
Yeah,
Listen,
you need the
you
follow
gotta
through.
be fire
You know what I'm saying?
on offline. You gotta be fire in person.
Yeah,
You know
don't
what
lack
I'm saying?
substance.
Yeah,
Like, come on.
yeah. But we love y'all. We're grateful for y'all. Thank you for tuning in to the Winner Circle episode 5. We'll see y'all soon.
Winner
Aight.
circle.
I'm dipping, it ain't a feeling, read the word and listen, that's the reason I'm winning. She gon' rep it, yes you are. If they hate, she showing love. She